You ready for this? Never.
What is going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Real Hunting. Real for the good reels, so you don't have to. It's your boy Brad, the Bretman's right over there. It's time for another episode of Slash It Out Live. Today we're going to be doing High Tension versus Identity. Two very good picks here today, and I think it's going to be a good matchup, Birdie, man. I think I'm really excited about this. These two squaring up.
I kind of feel I have a little bit of an identity crisis going on, and it's just really got me tense up. Really high tension in this freaking chat right now.
That was a lot of really good uses of putting these titles together in a sentence.
I'm trying to get better at it. Coming up with it on the fly, which trust me, I'm still weighing on that usage for when we do the fly someday.
Okay, I think we should just restart all this. I'm just kidding. No, we're here today, man. We're gonna have a good time. Obviously, I think this is gonna be a good matchup. I think these movies are, they're somewhat similar. They also are very different in a lot of ways. But I think either way, it's gonna be fun to talk about them two together. These were both first time watches for you, I believe, and Identity was a first time watch for me.
Absolutely. Both of these were a first watch for me, and I enjoyed both of these. But to see which one I prefer more, the more I actually thought about it today, it's kind of a little bit of a landslide. But I'm going to save my thoughts for when we get this discussion rolling.
Yeah, man, that sounds good. I think that sounds like a lot. We got Gory Tiger in the house, man. What's
up,
going on, man?
Gory?
Welcome to the party. Gory said he just watched his copy of High Tension not too long ago, so that's really exciting. It's a good flick, man. I think it's aged pretty well. It's it's obviously I wouldn't say it's underrated because a lot of people do talk about it, but it's kind of one that a lot of people have forgotten about over the years.
Yeah, absolutely. And sorry, I was just creating the poll in the chat going, which one do you all prefer? Just to kind of get like a little early number voting. But of course, the official voting will begin tomorrow. You get to spend 2 days on voting which movie do you prefer between Identity and High Tension. And I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know who won the last Slash It Out with your all's votes between The Witch and The Lighthouse. And the winner is The Witch by 11 votes.
Yeah. Wow. See, that's what I've been saying. I don't get it. I don't understand why The Lighthouse. Yeah, not that I think it's a bad movie. I think they're both great, but I just don't understand why The Lighthouse has a higher audience score than The Witch. I just feel like The Witch is way more mainstream. And
I actually watched a Watch Mojo video the other day about like actors that are not really proud of their first movies, and number one spot was on Taylor-Joy in The Witch. She absolutely hated her performance in that movie, even though I fucking loved it because she thought that movie was going to ruin her career.
well, nobody's happy. Like Robert Eggers doesn't like the movie. I mean, he likes the movie, but he wishes there was more he wanted to do. Like he wasn't happy with it at the end of the day. So I don't get it. I still think it's like, I think it's A+ territory. And I think, if that's your first movie as an actress or as a director, you're off to a freaking hell of a good start. And I don't know if you'll ever really top it. I mean, I think The Northman did for me, but I don't know if it will for a lot of people. And yourself included. So, I mean, I think, yeah, it's still right up there with it.
Yeah, and it's just a damn shame on Amazon right now. The Blu-ray version of The Witch is only for a solid $5.
Yeah, I get that because it comes with a commentary, and the
it
commentary is good.
does. And I got that Blu-ray too. And there's a nice steelbook for it, but I don't think it's one that you don't necessarily need it unless if you're a steelbook collector. But
yeah, I mean they're always kind of cool to have, but I whatever, as long as it's got the movie in there, I don't really care too much. I do like the physical copies, but
absolutely. And Brother Fluff, what's going on, man? Which Brother Fluff has given me permission to tell a certain story with High Tension, so I'd like to get to that when we can. And then we got Adrian James. What's going on? Hello there, the Brett Man and Brad. How's it going? We are doing good.
Hello there, General Kenobi.
Your Majesty, King Nigor. How are you doing, bud?
Hello.
Definitely prefer High Tension. The Witch is way more effective, in my opinion. Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then that Watch Mojo video was funny. He's talking about the one that I watched with the actors and actresses that were not proud of their performances, or the ones that they regret making.
Yeah, yeah,
And then,
that's a that's a good video idea.
and because the witch has Anya Taylor Joy's bare booty in it. Well, that's
Oh
not the
yeah,
only
and
one her bare booty's in.
but that's not what the brother was looking at. Oh, I was kidding.
Oh
Yeah.
damn! You want me to tell this story from Bluff or Fluff?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
All right, let me see here. All right, the first time this is Brother Fluff link for right here. The first time I watched High Tension, I was at the scene where the guy was literally getting head. As soon as he dropped the head out the window, I hear, "What the hell?" And I'm too young to watch this shit. My oldest son was about 12 and had to snuck up behind the couch while I was watching it. I still give him shit about it.
What do you think? What was the part that what was the part that you realized you were too young for it? The part that the dude was getting head, or the part that he threw the head out the window after getting head? That's the question, though. Like that's the really like
Probably
what's
both.
yeah. I mean that's really the question here today. But I mean that's yeah, literal in the most literal sense ever. I think that was probably the case.
Yeah, so do you want to freaking do this tell the tape? And also stick around after we do this slash it out between Identity and High Tension, so you all can see us for the first time spin the slash it out reel.
Right, you are, Ted. That's going to pick next week's episode. It's going to be a lot of fun. Then we got some good matchups on there too, and more are coming, man. It's going to be cool. Whatever. There's 18 on there right now that
18
we picked.
on there right now, but we've almost combined a grand total of 150 matchups.
Yeah, yeah, dude. On the master sheet, dude. It's freaking epic, man. It's gonna be
Dude,
awesome.
I've been working on that master sheet, and holy crap! But here is our tell of the tape. We recently had a birthday of Identity this past couple, I would say Monday. Yeah, Monday. Identity turned see here, doing my math right, 21
19.
years old. And then pretty solid numbers all around. Identity gets a little bit of advantage for it being an American film, while High Tension was a French film. But again, pretty solid numbers all the way around. So, Brad, anything you want to take a gander at, or anything that catches your eye?
The biggest surprise is this budget for Identity and the fact that I've never heard of this movie until recently. I mean, you would think a movie with this kind of budget, and I mean, that was a good movie. I'm really surprised that it hasn't made a bigger splash though. Because it's one that I just, I never really heard anybody talking about it or ever heard anything really about it. And it just kind of came out of nowhere. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, I'm not too surprised by any of the scores. I would actually think High Tension would be a little bit higher, just because I do think that there's some pretty. I think this is probably Alexandre Aha's like most creative film. I think from a sense of like just, more going on there than what we're seeing on the screen. And, I just thought there was a lot of skill involved in making that movie. But, at the end of the day, I'm not surprised by anything on here majorly.
Yeah, again, I'm with you too with the budget. I was surprised with such a big budget around the time frame. I haven't heard of Identity until, what is it? I think Chris brought it up.
Yeah, I think my brother did as well. And because we're talking about trying to find a matchup for High Tension, and they both recommended this. And honestly, these both came out in the same year too, which is like it's super cool. 2003, just a couple months from each other.
Yeah, the American version of High Tension came out in 2006, but just to kind of make the matchup so even, I included the year that it was released in French.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I dig it.
Oh yeah. So again, damn, $90 million. So this Identity was a huge success, and High Tension, of course, was a success too. So hell yeah, I'm ready to get started if you are.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't. Like honestly, looking at this, I'm surprised they didn't do a sequel to Identity. I mean, with the money it brought in, and I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's not like it freaking killed the bank, but I mean, still. But yeah, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, let's freaking. I saw a comment for Gory Tiger saying, "What? It doesn't even." It doesn't seem that old. It's old enough to drink.
I know. No, it was 19 years old. 19 years. I guess depending on where you're at. No, I mean, yeah.
Wait, 2003 to yeah, dude, it's 19. It's not 20 yet, but it'll be 20 next year.
Good call. 19 plus 1, man. I like that. Right around the corner.
I suck at math, but anyways, we're not here to do math. We're here to talk about these movies. So, what do you want to talk about first?
Well, first off, if you guys in the chat have any questions you want us to address about these two movies, comparing them, let us know. We will try to get to those. But I guess starting off with the bang here, man. I mean, I guess let's talk about hell, man. You just want to talk about like maybe the characters? That's an easy way to get kind of started here today.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to talk about freaking Identity and the freaking cast. Holy crap! I did not realize it was that star-studded.
I didn't either, man. Again, it's one like when I turned it on, I was so surprised by everybody. We had freaking Gary Busey, well, his son in here, and then John Cusack, and just all kinds of freaking people in here. Amanda Peet, Ray Liotta showed up. I mean, like it was a freaking
Yeah,
star.
I know, freaking
It
Doc
was
Ock
awesome.
can't catch a break, man.
Alfred Molina was in there too. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, it was just so awesome, and seeing the cast of that movie. And excuse me, I promise I didn't have Taco Bell. But I thought all the cast did a really good job with their roles. I didn't think there was like a dud role or just like a meh. But I thought all of them did a really good job. And shoot, John Cusack. I keep on forgetting every damn time how good of an actor he is.
Yeah, this was actually one of my one of my favorite things I've seen him in. I'm usually not like somebody who like just jumps at anything John Cusack does, but I really enjoyed him in this movie, and his character was really cool too. I mean, obviously, okay. First off, spoilers. Like we're going to be talking spoilers for both these movies.
Yeah,
obviously,
so if you have not seen any of these movies, High Tension is on Shudder and Identity is on Netflix, so go check them out. But if you don't care about spoilers, let's freaking continue. And what's going on, Todd?
Oh, Todd's in the house. Hell yeah, what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but his character, like the fake version, obviously, the one where he's the cop or former cop that's driving people around in the middle of the night. He was he was an interesting character with kind of a mysterious background. I was really kind of invested in what he was doing. And the way he was just kind of putting this thing together when shit started to hit the fan was cool. And I really liked Ray Liotta a lot in the movie too.
Yes.
I thought, yeah, he was like, he showed up. He seemed like he had this freaking, his jacket on, his sport coat, and he's just like freaking, he's there. He's got his prisoner. He's handcuffing people to fucking I knew shit was shady as soon as he started handcuffing the dude to the freaking toilet in the bedroom. Like I was like I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed his character and just kind of seeing those two kind of work together and then have that rivalry throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I want to give a little shout out to a cutie of Amanda Peet. That was Paris in the movie. I thought she did a really good job in the movie as well. Kind of playing like what we called trying to play the peacekeeper, but peace was not indeed been kept. Instead, she got to go home and pick some freaking oranges, man.
Well, there for a minute or two, yeah. But yeah, I really did like her as well in the movie. She was just kind of like really just, I mean, as the movie went along, you liked her even more, like throughout the movie. And I thought that was pretty cool. Enjoyed that. But you know what? I mean, the character from High Tension was good. It's really just the one character
Yes.
because the other one's duct taped the whole time and the whole family gets murked like right off the bat. So really it's just really the one character and then the murder guy that you're following. I thought the dude was like creepy as hell. Like he was whenever it was showing the scenes of the dude like murking people and stuff, like he had this freaking the sound effect to his attire that was just freaking unnerving, man. Like the rubber suit kind of squeaking going on there. I didn't like it.
Yeah, that was good. And there was another girl that I recognized in a Law movie too. Clea Duvall.
That was
like she was the one that where like she found her boyfriend get gone.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was a very damn good scene too. I just recognized her in a lot of movies. The Faculty, she's all that, and she was even in Identity as well.
Yes.
Oh gosh, that was a bad joke. But anyways, I thought everybody like this cast is freaking deep and good talent, and they all did a really solid job on that. But what about freaking high tension with the cast? I know it's not what we call star studded, or we don't even know any of these people, but I really thought the two main girls and the guy did a really good job selling their characters.
I did as well. First one being Cecilie de France. Um,
Mhm.
I really, yeah, I thought she was good. She did a good job of really creating a lot of different. She had to wear a lot of hats in the movie. Like she had to be um, first off, she had to be kind of the lovable friend, like waking up in the back of the car and whatever, like just being kind of a nice friend and whatnot. She had the solo freaking the scene where she's she's doing her thing up in the bedroom there for a minute, like that was good. And then
Going
but I also like
downtown.
but then like the when she gets creepy at the end, she does very well, like at that, with that side of the personality as well. And then you see her in the loony bin at the end, and she's just kind of like completely gone. But I really enjoyed it. Like I thought her performance was really good, um and I enjoyed the character even whenever you thought that she was still the victim and not the killer, like throughout most of the movie. Like I just, she was kind of badass in the way that she would chase the killer down in the car, and they had that fight in the plastic
And
room there.
yeah, or in the greenhouse.
Yes,
That's
yeah, that
yes,
one.
it's a greenhouse. And and the guy known as the killer in the movie, Felipe Nihon. I'm not sure if I I don't speak
That's it. That's
French.
good.
But anyways,
It's
I'm going
Felipe.
with at least I know it's Felipe because I see that name a lot. But Felipe, I thought he sold the killer role very damn creepily. I know I just made a word right there, but he sold it damn creepily. And dude, he just looked the part too. And dude, he was brutal as fuck.
Dude, he was brutal. He smashed that dude's face in with a bookshelf.
I
And
know.
like
I
I
didn't.
just
Damn.
and like really though, he looked creepy. Like usually you don't want to see the face of the killer. But because I just don't, it kind of humanizes him to an extent. It makes it less scary a lot of times. But in this case, it works. Like he still seems pretty free. And at the end, whenever he gets freaking chopped up and shit, like after he gets his face smashed, which is actually her, I guess. I don't really know what happened in that scene because it freaking boggles your mind. But like either way, he's got blood and shit all over his face, and like he got spiked with the freaking Negan bat. And like he looked good, man. He looked super good at the end.
Oh, dude,
Very
especially
creepy.
the bedroom scene where he gets the wife.
Oh,
Like,
he cuts the throat
holy
out. Yeah.
dude, that first off, that's and it's I was wondering the whole time, like, damn, where's this Alexandra Aja shit? And then that happened. I'm like, there it is.
Aja, there it is.
That's an Aja film for you. But no, seriously, both movies did a really good job with the cast. But unfortunately, I say Identity easily takes the cake just because of more of the star power than anything.
I concur. Yeah, in this category, I would definitely go with the with Identity for sure. I just think because
So
dude, it
you
has
can
so many
say
good
you
people in it.
identify that you go with Identity.
You could say that, yeah, but I wouldn't say that. But you could say that. But no, I agree. I think Identity it wins this one handily, just because there's just more there, and it's a star-studded cast. You really get into it. Even like the smaller characters are good. Like we mentioned Mr. Busey earlier, and
Mhm.
the dad that gets murked, he gets ran over by the car. Actually, yeah, he does get ran over. His wife gets ran over too early in the movie. That's what kind of sets this whole thing off, and then he gets ran over later. But I thought he was good. Just all around good characters, fun crowd of people, and they interacted really well with each other too throughout the whole movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's get some of these comments real quick. No, I don't want to put him in timeout. John Hawks from Perfect Storm and from Dusk Till Dawn was great as well. That was from Identity, right? I want to say because I got the high tension
John,
cast up right now.
let me take a little gander because I'm not good with names, a lot of names.
Here, I'll
But I
have the high
think
tension cast up, but you have the Identity cast up.
You
on
got it.
Letterboxd, just so we can go back and forth easily. But let me get his other comment. For the record, there are no mountains in Florida like there was in Orange Grove. I know, dude. I was kind of wondering about that. Are they in California?
Dude, I thought this. Yeah, I thought the same thing, man. Like they felt California or like somewhere out west, definitely somewhere out west, like in the Rockies or whatever. Like it was super mountainous and like, but whatever. I mean, oranges or yeah, whatever. I mean, maybe she was in such an illusion that that the oranges were going to keep her. I don't know. I'm trying to. There's no way to really explain that. It doesn't make any sense. But either way, John Hawkes it's Larry. It's Larry, the dude that killed the guy. Or he didn't kill the guy, but he found the dude in the hotel freezer.
Oh,
Or
in the
he found him dead
freezer.
and he put him in the freezer. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
And
So
they
he
thought
was
he did
actually he was
everything.
yeah, he was cool as hell. And you did actually like think that there was something off with him. And man, that was cool. But yeah, he was great in the movie.
Oh, absolutely, dude. And in high tensions, the subtitles didn't take me out of it. It was good. Yeah, dude. I actually noticed that too. Way better than Red Blood Sky with with the subtitles and kind of matching their mouths. It was still a little bit off, but dude, it was nowhere near close to being distracting as some of the other ones I previously seen.
Yeah, and so we watched it. We both, I think, we did what we watched the Shutter version. This is weird. Okay, we watched the
Hmm.
Shutter version. I don't know if it's like this for every version in the U.S. or not, but I swear, like the first half of the movie is dubbed, and then it goes back to subtitles, and then at the end it goes
Yes.
dubbed again. Like it was really weird, but yeah, it was. But either way, yeah. Once you get into it, it doesn't really bother you. You just got to get used to it, and you can do that. I feel like I've seen a couple. Yeah, we watched freaking
Titan.
Teton. Tatane the other day with subtitles. We've been all over the foreign stuff lately. So, but yeah, I
You
agree with
might
that,
never know.
Corey.
We might go into more into it. Depends on if the wheel hits a certain movie.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
hey, if you want to buy the Bratman's Dictionary, where I create all kinds of crazy words, be sure to go to guruhunting.com. Just kidding. We don't have a website. Um, and then I got identity on this one. It was suspenseful, and yeah, dude, and that's actually probably a nice segue to go to. So thanks a lot, Todd. And damn, my ring light. I need to get me a new ring light. But
did it
let's what?
explode?
No, my leg's on the wire, and my wire's a little what we call loose. So if you barely touch it, well, it's not doing it now. But anyways, if you just slightly touch it, it just goes crazy. But let's freaking do that segue of Todd right there. Just bring up the suspensefulness because I think that's a very great area to tackle next. Which movie do you think is more suspenseful? Because both of these are really damn good when it comes to that.
Dude, that's actually a really tough question. Because both of these really are. I really think so. Identity does a great job with that keeping that mystery out there, like what's going on, and it keeps building on that, like from the very beginning, because it starts out like we're getting scenes from multiple people, multiple perspectives coming into this one section. There's people like getting ran over in the car. There's this other girl like driving down the road, like with their freaking like hanging out. Like that, there was that scene where she was putting whipped cream on the dude. And like just all this stuff just kind of going on in different avenues, and what's all going to intersect at one point. It starts off with that. I think it's great. Then they start meeting each other, and shit starts to hit the fan. Like it has that such a mystery vibe to it. Like the freaking Ray Liotta comes in with this prisoner. Like it's just like it feels like you're watching Clue for a minute. Like like it just feels like these guys are all like Clue characters, and they're all like getting together. And I think it's by design that they just kind of feel like they all kind of feel surreal, because we find out later that they're not real. But they all get together, and shit starts to hit the fan, and then you start playing that game of who's killing who. And I always like it when that happens. I always think that's fun and entertaining, and you can kind of pick who's the killer and who's not, and all this other stuff. And we'd all everybody's kind of thinking it's Fred or whatever his name was, and then he gets the freaking bat in the throat.
Yeah, I know. I
And
was about
then
to say, speaking of Clue, I would say Frank the bar base with a baseball bat.
yeah, right. And you're getting these keys out there, like everybody's getting a key, like a room key, with them when they get murked and all this stuff. It does such a good job of building that mystery up, and then we find out what's actually going on, and even then it continues on the suspense after that. So,
Hmm.
and then we get that scene with Mr. Busey where he runs away, and then comes back to the hotel, and he's really confused. Like it does feel like, like I don't know, it's like what's going on in the mind of like freaking James McAvoy from Split, and this is what's going on like here right now.
Hmm.
So it's cool. I enjoy that. It's suspenseful. But I think like High Tension, on the other hand, does like such a good job of really drawing these scenes out. Like it can almost be too long at times when you're watching it. These suspenseful scenes, like when the dude's like looking through the her room upstairs in the house, and like she goes up
Yes.
there and like cleans the sink out and stuff, and like you think she's gonna go hide in the bathtub, but she doesn't, because he comes in there and like he's walking real slow and like checking everything out, and he gets to water, and it's like, oh wow, and then he checks under the bed and we see her feet down there, like all that stuff, like that's building that tension, high tension, before shit actually hits the fan, which I think is good. Like that's what you need to do in these kind of movies. I would much rather see this kind of, slow building the tension than just freaking Merc Fest. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy that
Hmm.
quite a bit. And then we see that kind of same thing later in the gas station
Yeah, I was
whenever
about to say the gas station to me was the most expensive because something was going to happen, but you just didn't know when it was going to happen. They really like, and you perfectly stated, and it's the best way to describe high tension. They really take their time with the build up of suspension, and then like the payoffs for each of those times. It's just absolutely well done.
yeah, I thought so too. Like just um the when the killer comes in, like her just trying to get out of the truck is suspenseful.
Hmm.
Like whenever like they pull in at the gas station and she's got to get out of the truck and like run in there to try to get some help. Like that whole scene in the back of the truck is super suspenseful. And then she gets out, runs in there, and then she's hiding, and the dude comes in and starts like talking buddy buddy with the cashier, and you're like, well, are these guys in cahoots? Like, what's going on here? Like, is she safe at all, or is she completely fucked Texas Chainsaw style? So like I just I really appreciated that. Um, for sure. You got anything like you want to add on like identity or
The other
the
thing, you pretty much just nailed it on the park, like of what kind of like what I thought. But I would say probably the only thing I'll add, like with both of the movies, is the suspension. To create a nice suspension and a high tense area, you gotta have a damn good environment, the setting. And both of these had really good settings, especially Identity. I absolutely love just the rain, just a torrential downpour. If and you're in this like crappy motel area, and you just knew immediately there's some bad shit that's going to go down. Like that always creates suspense with me. If you could get in a nice like setting, like a disturbing setting, so that's awesome with that. And high tension, the gas station and the greenhouse definitely great spots to create more suspense for suspenseful scenes, because the greenhouse, that was another freaking tense thing as well. Just Dan playing like a game of, oh, who can find who first. And yeah, dude, like this is a really tough category because like I'm not even sure which one I would pick, which one was the more suspenseful movie.
here's what I'm gonna pick. I think identity is more mysterious, but I think high tension is more suspenseful. Like I just think it has those scenes, like so many of those scenes where it's just kind of drawn out, like and she's hiding and he's trying to find her, like in the closet scene too, like when she's looking at him freaking murk the wife.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. Like it's just got so many of those scenes that are super suspenseful, whereas um identity is just more mysterious.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on that one. If I do have to pick one, I will possibly. I actually not possibly. I will go ahead and go with High Tension because that's the name of the movie too. Is High Tension. You gotta have great suspense in that movie in order to sell the title. So I'm going to give this one the High Tension.
Yes, absolutely, man. I like it. I dig it. Woo
He-
woo.
Hell yeah! And Gory Tiger says, "Did KMB do the special effects for Identity?"
Here's what I can tell you. I'm on here on IMDb, and I can tell you for sure that Mr. Ron Bolanowski is the special effects coordinator for the movie. I don't know K and B. You'll have to spell that out for me because I'm not good with acronyms either.
All right.
But Bolonski.
KNB.
Bird it. Bird it.
Bird it. All right.
Bird it.
Anything you want to talk about next?
We can talk about man, I would say we could talk about the kills, but I think that's going to be pretty easy.
Yeah,
I mean, we can talk
just
about
a
them
little
briefly.
bit. Yeah, I would go ahead and just tell you the kills easily go to freaking Aja with high tension, just because those kills were damn brutal, especially like you mentioned earlier with the whole head in the bookcase thing. Like that one took me completely off guard, and when you can catch me off guard for especially getting close to 10 years of watching horror movies, just 2 more years to go. If you could like freaking surprise me like that, you already know you're doing a good job with your damn movie. And definitely the bedroom scene to me is the best kill in the entire movie, just because again we create that suspense. We see, there's my light. Create all that. See, we're creating a suspenseful atmosphere already. But
Turn the lights off
oh my gosh.
and take the shirt off.
Woohoo! No, anyways, nobody wants to see that. But yeah, it's just that bedroom scene was definitely the worst kill, or not the worst kill, the best kill. There wasn't a worst kill. Actually, you know what? Let's go for freaking Fluffy's favorite kill, the freaking headless kill. Getting roadhead while tossing the head, you know?
That's the most literal sense of the word, man. I swear that's one of the most what the fuck moments in all of film, and it's just like it really just takes you by surprise every time.
Dude, we've
like,
been
you're never
seeing a
ready for
couple
that.
of WTF moments here lately.
Yeah, and you know what? Like that just seems like something that you would see like fucking what's his name? Ed Kemper be doing, the creepy dude. Like I guess the same kind of MO there. But you know, I guess it's based off reality, so whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't see the appeal.
No, and then of course Identity had some good kills too. But I feel like at time like the visual of the baseball bat down the throat, that's the best thing you see the entire movie of Identity. But other than that, I feel like everything else was just kind of subpar. But again, I don't think they were relying on kills to sell their movie. They were just using the mystery behind their movie to sell their movie. So that's why High Tension gets the major advantage in that particular category, just because Aja had all this creative room, not only just to create suspense, but to go crazy with the kills too. And then, yeah, so I'm definitely going with High Tension.
Yeah, I think it's got to win this category for sure. The baseball bat's the only thing. The one in the room in the hotel room was pretty like you don't really see the kill, but when the boyfriend gets murked, I thought that scene in general was good, although you don't really see the kill itself. I did enjoy that. But you know that car explodes though. Like they just get in there and freaking.
Yeah, like dude, that was pretty cool because I wasn't expecting that one. I thought they were just going to get in their car and then the killer was going to appear, and that's the first time we were going to see the killer. But no, freaking car explosion. There's nothing more unexpected in a car explosion.
Yeah, I mean, I think it tops the list for sure. I really think that yeah, the baseball bat's really the only thing that competes. But like one, I don't know if you mentioned it, but the one in the gas station where he murks the freaking clerk was pretty good. Like because it just kind of, I mean, the suspense was building, but I didn't really expect that to happen per se. I thought they were going to go a different direction with it and just kind of have false suspense, you know, and then maybe it'd be fine. But yeah, he murks the shit out of the gas station dude. And then dude, the one one at the end with the saw, dude, the cement saw where he busts in through the car and chops that dude up.
Yeah, holy
or
shit.
I guess she does. Like yeah, I mean that was dope, man. Like that was a good scene. And then he pulls up the he comes through the window and's like he starts making fun of the girl in the back like when she's crying. Like that was just yeah, that was a good moment at the end, man. That was definitely. But yeah, High Tension wins this category easily. Like I wouldn't even really put them together like against each other in this because it's so different.
Absolutely. And Actually, let me get Flame for Floods because again, we got a nice segue, another nice segue. If you want to go this route too, Brad, I love High Tension, but logically, Identity had the better clues to the final reveal, and that's again to be a nice segue. Which one had the better reveal?
Oh yeah, I think reveal itself, I would say High Tension, but like if you're actually just talking like which one had the better twist, like and who did it, like I wouldn't say the reveal necessarily was better. It was a bigger shock because it didn't have those clues, but it was also like this is
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. Quit yanking my leg. So I wouldn't say it wasn't as tactfully put together. So yeah, it was a bigger shock, but it was also less earned in my opinion. But yeah, I think Identity does a good job, like you said, of putting those clues together. Like it does have all these like I said earlier, the minute you meet all the characters, like they all feel like caricatures,
Yeah, add that word to
caricatures,
add that word to my dictionary. I like that word.
caricatures. Yeah, they all sound like caricatures. Whatever. They all sound. They all feel kind of fake. Like they feel like they're not like real people. Like they feel like they very much do feel like characters. And like you can kind of get that vibe from them. They all do. Like I said, they all feel like you're coming to play Clue together. Like all these people, they have their own little quirks, like and very special like things that stand out about them, like the
Mm-hmm.
cop, the bad guy, the ex cop slash limo driver, the hooker, and the like the other everybody has like their own little thing. They feel very fake, and that's clue number one. And then like when the dude like I said, when Mr. Busey runs out and comes back, like then it's like okay, what's really going on here?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think they did a really good job from the beginning of the movie building up towards the twist, and it makes a lot of sense once you get there. And the twist isn't even the peak part of the movie, which I like. It goes on beyond
Yeah.
that.
Like it's like they did like two twists in that movie, and yeah, they did like two twists in the movie, and I thought that was really damn good too because I totally forgot about one particular character. Well, shit, we'd said spoilers anyway. So it turns out not only was the and Identity is multiple personalities, was the big what's the first big twist, but the second big twist is and pretty much what it is, it's like when this guy is like doing all these personalities in his brain, it's like we're looking inside of his brain to see all this shit played out inside of his head with like him making the environment and all that. Um, what the big shocker was is that his kid personality was the main killer, and
Yeah, dude.
blew me out the fucking water. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to add this little fucker to my top five, like feature video of top five like evil children and horror. Like, holy crap, dude! I was not expecting that, and just to see him like actually like do all the shit that he did, I'm like, I could fucking buy that. I really can.
And it's all like and again like whenever I first saw that part of the twist again, what else is cool about it is none of this shit's real, and you also get clues towards that like everything here is fake because like it's the world seems fake with all this rain coming in and the roads are breaking and everybody's stuck at the shady hotel. Like everything about it just seems like it's a dream almost, and I think that's cool. But also like yeah, when it does do the reveal of the kid and it shows him people like at first you're like what the fuck, like he's out there, but then you're like oh yeah, this is all in his head, so there's really no rules. So it's like the whole thing is like the kid can do anything, anything. Like it doesn't anything. It doesn't have to be something that just a kid can do. He could be freaking murking people, like just freaking overpowering them because it's all in his head. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter. So I thought that was cool, and
I bet you if the
I
little
really
kid picked up one of the male characters, kind of like meeting me and Austin Powers, going,
or if he freaking backbends it like Jason Voorhees, like with Sheriff Garris, and just freaking just complete. We'll get that
oh
back
my
crack,
god.
but
And then again,
yeah,
like you said with the rules, again, like Blur for Fluff said in the chat, like freaking mountains in Florida.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, yeah, that was the next point I was going to get to. It doesn't matter because it's all in his head. That makes sense. Like, you think about it, it's like he doesn't. His head probably doesn't even know what Florida looks like because he's never been there. So it's like, yeah, now that you think about it, yeah, it's justifiable. Absolutely.
Yeah, the only thing it was missing in his freaking in his mind was freaking Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, right. Like if Freddie was there, that would like Freddie would have been the ultimate party piece to really cap that thing off at the
Dude, what
like if
would
you
you
threw in.
do if the little boy was like again looking at Paris going, hey Paris, and then we see all that crap, and then all of a sudden he starts going, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for
Or
you.
turns into freaking Jacob from Nightmare 5.
Oh my
Freaking creepy
gosh,
little.
no, no, not that little bastard. But no, so Identity did a great job of that. And then of course, hot I'm actually like Identity, we know it was a thriller like that. Again, solving the clues and trying to figure out the mystery for herself. But here's where I'm actually just now thinking about it. I'm gonna go with High Tension in this category. And here's why it was suspenseful. It makes us feel like it was going one way the entire movie. You know, like killer comes in, kills people, girl saves girlfriend or gal friend or whatever. Didn't think she was a lesbian, but she's saving her girlfriend from this killer. And that's what I thought what the movie was going to be about. Okay. But then when she gets to the truck to save her friend and their friend starts freaking out, bam, you get your big twist that she also has a multi-personality to her as well. And that one blew me out of the damn water because I was not expecting that. And I love when the movie freaking takes you one way the entire time and then just throws something completely random in there. And it was random and kind of out of nowhere, but I felt like it was so damn effective and it worked.
Yeah, I just think that like I mean, I obviously the High Tension one is a bigger twist. Like it's one that you definitely don't see coming. I don't think anybody's going to call it because like there literally are no clues, and it just doesn't like when. But when you start to think about it, it doesn't feel earned. Like it just like you can credit it up. Like obviously it's all in her head, so nothing here is presenting. Nothing that is presented to us is actually happening in the way it's presented. That's fine. Like you can accredit it to that, but it still just doesn't feel like every scene in the movie like just wasn't what it was at all. Whereas at least in Identity, like literally the whole thing is something that this dude is imagining. Like there's nobody like actually even getting murked or anything. Like it's just like the whole thing is in his head altogether. This one in High Tension is blending the real world with the mind world. So it really is a mind fuck. But it's almost like, dude, like they just really did this for the sake of shocking everybody with this twist. Like they didn't really think about it. There's a couple little hints, like you said, with the reaction from the girlfriend that, or the friend that where she's kind of freaking out when she's taped up. Like there's a couple little clues there, but at the end of the day, you're thinking about it. Like she chased this dude in the car, and like now you're telling me this car chase never even happened at all, and she was driving. Like it just like. I don't know. Like it's good. It's a good twist, and I can always like I accept the twist because it is in her head, but it's still I just feel like Identity does a better job of earning it at the end and giving you at least a chance to figure out what's going on, and then it kind of goes on even farther after the twist is made to continue the story. So like I just think the Identity one is a little bit more creative. Whereas High Tension I feel like just wanted to twist at the end and just put it in there.
You know, that's a really good point, especially the truck scene where the driver's like pouring the alcohol on her, which, by the way, that's another amazing tense scene as well, because I thought he was about to set that bitch on fire. And he's like,
Yeah, we all did.
nah. Yeah, I'm like, nah. So, that's a good point. So, if she was in the back of the truck, then who was driving it? So, actually, now thinking about it, that's crazy. So, you're kind of spot on there. It wasn't earned necessarily, but I still like you said, accept the twist, and I actually still really liked it, even though it's not what we call technically earned.
Yeah, I still like it. I still appreciate it, and I can still again I accept it like because it is like it's we don't know what actually happened there. Like we always see is what she thought happened in her mind, but like yeah, she was probably driving and she wasn't even back there. But it just feels so out of left field when you think about it. It's just like nobody could have called this. Like the best twists are the ones that somebody could at least call if they were really trying to. Like I think the ones that are creative enough to like have those like Sixth Sense style, like people could watch that movie and see what's going to happen at the end if they really kind of think about it
Well,
and they
what
get the freaking
happens at
charts
the
out.
end?
I ain't telling you, Bert. You got to watch it.
Okay,
You seen the movie?
No, I haven't seen the movie at all. I just hope that Bruce Willis doesn't die in it. But
No, he'll be fine. Bruce is fine in the movie. I just don't know about the other guys.
unfortunately, I got spoiled on that movie. But from when I read it and everything, yeah, that would have surprised me too. So, but anyways, The Sixth Sense, good movie. But
Holy fucking hell!
yeah, holy fucking hell!
Put me in, coach.
Man, you got a lot of catching up to do because we're
Who
into
won?
some. Well, we haven't decided a winner yet because again, the people decide the winner. But we did talk a lot about good categories. But we'll freaking catch you up to speed. We talked about characters. We talked about suspense. We talked about kills, and we just wrapped up talking about which one of the two movies had the better payoff when it came to the twist.
Yeah, dude. Once you run through those
Here's what I wanna
categories,
know. This is what I want to know. I'm sure you guys did a great job. Listen, let's say that Malcolm, whatever his name from Identity, and Alex, is that her name? Alex from High Tension. Either way, both they're trapped in a room together, right? Who goes crazy and kills the other one first?
oh, it would be the girl from High Tension for
Yeah,
sure.
it'll be
because the other
it'll
dude-
be it'll be Alexa or something that I know it's Alexia.
Alexia.
Yeah, Alexia.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
but
it'd be
yeah,
her
I'd
for
definitely
sure.
go with her because that bitch crazy.
And you know the other dude's so lost in his own head. Like I just don't know if he knows freaking Sundown from Uptown. Like I just don't know. Like I really don't have a clue. Like I think he would be staying at a hotel in freaking Wisconsin somewhere while she's murking his ass. Like he's just so far gone. Like
Or
you really
apples
just don't
to
know
or
what.
apples to oranges.
Yeah, he would be in that Floridian, California mountainous freaking orange patch, and she would be like, "Go ahead." She would go ahead and get started on the saw. She would be cutting cement with her saw.
Oh
Yeah,
man, the concrete saw is a pretty cool death.
And dude, that freaking buzzsaw too was fucking badass, and that's such a badass visual too to see her. It's just unfortunately it didn't go towards the direction I thought it was going to go when she was holding that buzzsaw. But it's still pretty badass to look at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
I did like that sequence at the end whenever she's chasing her with the saw and it keeps cutting back between the dude and her. Like one scene it'll be the dude and he's like fucking just all murked up, and then the other scene it'll be her. And that was cool. That was creative.
You know, the other thing, how did Alex Aja, the guy who directed this, end up going on to direct like Piranha 3 Double D?
And Crawl.
And the
Yeah.
Hills Have Eyes.
What? That's a wide freaking range of movies, dude.
Hey, they all work for me.
I mean, I'm not saying they're bad, but I don't think any of the other ones are done quite as well as this one.
Ooh,
I concur.
really? Even the Hills Have Eyes?
Yeah. I think this is the. Sorry, that was your question for you, dude. I'm going to shut up and just go over here and pound a little bit of sand. Why don't you answer that question?
Well, where are you going to get sand? But wait, what was
From
the question?
Yeah, I don't even know what the question was.
He asked you if you thought it was better than Hills
Hills Have Eyes.
I'll answer after you.
Yeah, no, I think it was. I mean, I think this one was more of like an. I don't know that it was completely independent, right? But I think there was like Hollywood studios involved in every one of those other ones. So, I think you could kind of feel that this one feels very authentic and original.
It does. I don't think I wouldn't necessarily enjoy High Tension the most out of all those other movies. Maybe I do. It's up there. Hills Have Eyes is great too. But
dude,
I do think
that's my personal favorite remake.
I do think this one is like a better made movie though. Like it's just crafted better. There's more kind of skill that went into it. It definitely just has more of an authentic feel to it.
I agree.
So, Chris, let me go ahead and ask you because I feel like we just talked about the biggest topic of this episode. Who do you think which movie for you did the twist better? Identity or High Tension?
Interessante. The old psychotic showdown here.
And before you answer that real quick, I went with High Tension. Brad went with Identity.
Yeah, did these come out the same? They were pretty close, right? Did they come out the same year?
Yeah, let me pull up that tail of the tape for you real quick because
cool.
High
Oh, God.
Tension.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, which Identity again just recently celebrated its 19th birthday, not 21st, because me and Brad can't do math.
Oh
High
wait, I did the
Tension.
math, man. You don't put me in that category. You didn't do the math. I did the
Shut
math.
the hell up. But anyways, now I'm messing. I can't do math anymore. That freaking freaking German math teacher in college screwed me up. But anyways, that's for a different time. But anyways, Chris, on the date you see here for High Tension, that is when it was released in France, and then the American version came out in 2006.
The
Okay.
poster for High Tension's better though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. The Identity poster really doesn't. You don't get a whole lot out of that. As far as the twist goes, man, you know, I think I saw both of these in theaters, if I'm not mistaken.
Dang,
Did you guys remember the trailer for?
Theater?
No, and it came out here. It was dubbed over. I'm almost
okay.
positive I went over to Easttown Mall to see that. You guys remember that crappy ass theater that used to be over there?
I used to go there. Yep, I used to go there all the time, actually.
Yeah, and it was Carmike, and I'm almost positive they used to play some lower budget stuff over there. But you guys remember the trailer for High Tension? It was fucking awesome, dude.
I have never seen the trailer.
You
I'm
should
telling
check
you,
it out, man.
I went to both movies not knowing a damn thing. I've always heard about High Tension, like there was a movie called High Tension, but I didn't know what it was about. And then Identity was completely out of left field when you all brought it up. So yeah, I'm glad I went to both of these movies not knowing a damn thing.
Yeah,
dude.
You should go back and check out the trailer for High Tension. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, Wolf Creek would have been a nice addition in with this as well.
Yeah, Gory said that he knows we're talking about High Tension and Identity, but Wolf Creek would have been better with High Tension. We actually did talk about that. That came up. I actually haven't seen Wolf Creek, so I still need to check that one out. Of course,
But Wolf Creek
Identity
is on our list. As of right now, we have it going up against The Descent, but that's more of a question mark. We're trying to find a proper matchup for Wolf Creek.
Yeah, I think we'll find a better matchup for both of those, but that was just the first thing that kind of popped up. But yeah, I think High Tension and Wolf Creek, based on what I've heard about Wolf Creek, would have been good, but we just kind of threw in that mental aspect, and I just figured it'd be kind of.
I think we should do Wolf Creek versus The Game, the old classic with Ice-T being hunted through the forest.
Is that not the one? Is that the one with freaking Michael Douglas?
No, Surviving the Game. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Game. You're right. That's Michael Douglas, David Fincher. Great movie. But yeah, Surviving the Game.
I don't remember Ice-T.
Ice being hunted by a group of people. Surviving the Game. Yeah, I think it was like a made for TV movie or something that came out in the 90s.
Still write it down, man.
Oh, hella fun. But to finally answer your question, man, I think Identity did it a little bit better. I was more mind fucked by Identity. I thought High Tension did a great job of it. Just Identity. I mean, you really had to, because the twist kind of comes out. It gives you little crumbs even from the beginning, because that abrupt changeover between, the guy being hauled into the courtroom and then it switches, over to the motel, the Roachtel.
Holiday Inn.
Exactly. Chingy was there, and so you're getting these little breadcrumbs that kind of lead up to it, and then the whole time you're like, "What the fuck?" And then the big reveal at the end. It's like it's layered throughout, and I think that it does it a little bit better for me. I was definitely more mindfucked leaving that one than High Tension.
Son of a bitch! I'll stick with High Tension. Fuck it.
Yeah, but
the twist is big, man. Like again, it's a bigger shock. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see about it. And Gory Tiger's right, man. Crazy people don't know they're crazy.
True that. Wait, is that geared toward me?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to fucking say anything, and Gory Tiger's my dude. So I just couldn't help it. And Flamefor with a suggestion of Wolf Creek versus Crocodile Dundee 2.
Both Australian. Another one, Wolf Creek versus what is that horrible movie?
Are you talking about? I bet you're thinking about Rogue, aren't you, with Megan Fox?
Absolutely not. No, never seen that.
Oh,
I did meet Megan Fox's dad one time though.
Yeah, I know
Steve
because she's an Oak Ridge girl.
Frank Fox, and he introduces himself as Megan Fox's dad. It's very annoying.
Well, that's that's kind of smart, but
I'm Frank Fox. I'm Megan Fox's dad. Exactly what he said.
Megan Fox is my spawn. I am the father.
You know Megan Fox? Yeah. She used to be one of my loads.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, he didn't go that weird or anything, but
That's
how I would start every conversation.
I made that.
Yeah, strange character.
Her producer or what?
Oh my gosh, her producer, her agent. But
I didn't even. Have you guys already talked about the fucking Busey throating that baseball bat?
Yeah, we talked about what was the best kill in each of the movies, and definitely the baseball bat wins by a landslide for that movie.
Ray Liotta,
you could say,
is talking to John Hawkes, and he's like, "Whatever you do, don't leave this man." And then that surprise whenever he comes back in there, dude, and he's like, "Oh my fucking god!" And the camera pans around, and he's there with the baseball bat just like all the way down his throat. Hee-hawed, man. I fucking laugh at that every time.
God, we got freaking Roadhead and High Tension, and then we got Solid Wood and Identity. Like
Deep Throat.
Yeah, Deep.
You know,
I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
That's the deepest throat. Did you guys examine exactly what was going on whenever the killer in High Tension is actually getting the Roadhead? Because I mean, she's the killer, so what's happening there?
I thought about that. I was like, what the fuck?
She's in the other car. I mean, yeah, what's reality? Is she just like in the car with a head that she murdered before? Or is she just fantasizing about that? That's one of the scenes that I feel like was in there for shock value, but doesn't really exist in logic. How did she, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the reality of that scene was.
I guess she was just giving herself head.
Yeah, but like what? I mean, like, come on.
Freaking recreating a Reanimator thing.
Yeah, I just don't get the fucking that's one of the things where it just doesn't earn it. Like that scene just doesn't exist. Like it just like there's nothing about that scene that's real because like she's not even there. Like she's still with her girl at this point, Like
Right.
I don't know.
Now there was the
Sorry, I was getting this comment real quick going. Hi, I'm Chris Salisbury, Kaylin Tyson Salisbury's dad. Dude, come on, man. I thought you were going to be like, hi, I'm Chris Salisbury. I am the son of Steak Salisbury.
Nice work. God damn it. That got me all. Yeah, so I don't know what the reality of that is, but there was the scene a little bit later at night whenever she starts playing DJ.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, I'm not sure if that's what she was playing or not. Maybe greatest hits of the 90s, early 2000s. And she, so maybe that's what, I don't know.
No, she was playing that freaking, she was playing that song going, I don't want anybody else when I think about you, what the myself.
Well, I'll just catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah, well, I fucked that.
You know what? Can we please? I'm going to write down a note here to revisit this episode and isolate that audio, like we always say.
And let's freaking redo this episode. And Brett is not invited.
Do you guys remember? Flamethrower says Al Snow sued the hell out of High Tension after it came out. Remember this? He was the guy that brought the head out with the head and shoulders.
Want?
Like, what does everybody need?
What does everybody want? That was the greatest like wrestling like merchandise of all time.
Yeah, that and Val Venus's towel. I mean,
oh my gosh. Freaking 8-year-old me going back, not knowing what the fuck that character was all about. But we're not talking about wrestling. We're talking about High Tension and identity, even though I'm having a little bit of a identity crisis right now. But is there anything y'all want to talk about for these two movies?
I guess we could probably just pick them out unless Chris has anything to make up on.
Yeah, because I know Chris is.
I don't think so, man. I hate that I missed all of the Roadhead puns as they were coming out, but
sorry, dirty joke. I'm a sick human being.
I get it, man. You know, I mean, that was the scene that really sucked me in to the movie, to the story. You know,
Oh shit, yeah.
I was
man.
I was hooked after that.
Oh man,
But
but
no, man, I'm good to rate and fucking go with.
oh yeah, and we gotta freaking spin the wheel too. I know there's people in the chat wants us to spin that wheel for the first time. So here's what we'll do: we'll go Brad, we'll go me. Actually, you know what? Screwed it. Let's go Chris. Let's go me. Let's go Brad. So Chris, what did your overall thoughts about both movies and rating?
You know, I like them both. I think that High Tension was a good blend of like you know, sort of. I mean, you have to think that there wasn't a whole lot that was reform. There wasn't a whole lot you know, out there at the time in 2003. It was pretty fucking gory for the time, man. I remember you know, with the roadhead scene and the concrete saw at the end. It was pretty, you know, significantly gory stuff for back in the day. And blending that with the, you know, the mind fuck, the psychological aspect of it, of the, you know, the main chick, you know, being the killer and all that, was awesome. And it's just it's a lot of fun. And Identity is, you know, like I said before, it's layered out a lot better than High Tension. I think it's a little bit more cerebral, if you will. You really have to pick it apart, and you really don't know until you know, close to the end exactly what's going on. And it's fucking with you the whole time, like when the bodies start disappearing, and what do the keys mean, and you know, little clues here and there that
The keys.
The
The
keys.
keys.
I knew it. And so honestly, they're a similar rating for me. I think I probably give them both a 4 out of 5. Honestly, you know, like I like them both. They're both really good. If I had to choose one over the other, I don't know, man. See, I think these two are matched up pretty nicely, and I think that this is one of those for me that could go either way on whatever, you know, whatever mood that I'm in at the time. And so I think right now, man, I'm going to stick to my guns and what I came in thinking, which was High Tension.
All right, but hell yeah, man. Sorry, what's going on, Kyle? How are you doing, bud? Hopefully you had a good show. I know you had a show the same time we start, so I'll be sure to catch the replay. So thank you for joining in, Kyle. And then the truck from High Tension gave me Jeepers Creepers vibes. Yeah, dude, I wonder if that's the same truck.
Can't wait
Well,
to cover
sort
that
of
one,
the
dude.
same truck. Yeah,
It
dude,
gave
I
me
know.
It does have the
vibes
same vibes.
it gave me vibes of the writer
Oh my
who is a
God.
known sex criminal. You guys know that, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. But no, let us know
yes.
in the chat too, because we are actually struggling to find a good matchup for Cheapest Creeper. So if you know one, please let us know, and we'll be sure to give you guys credit on that, along with our other matchups too. But for me, High Tension, hella fun, definitely suspenseful. It was freaking tense. Again, the movie doesn't sell its title unless if you have 10 scenes. They freaking deliver on that. Aja delivers on the freaking gore and violence of the movie, which is great. And again, I prefer the twist just a hair more than over Identity, just because it's so unexpected. But again, it works in all the right ways for me. But unfortunately, Identity, I think it's just overall a better movie. You had a better cast. To me, a better story, a better flesh out story, like to freaking go to the twist. Like it carries you along for a ride with the twist. And plus, freaking, like me and Brad mentioned it earlier, John Cusack, this is actually one of the better movies we've seen him in. I thought he freaking nailed it out of the park. Again, love the setting too, with the whole rain, darkness, dirty motel. Freaking great. And just, I also feel bad for Dr. Octo Octavius too, Dr. Octopus. So with that, all that in mind, High Tension, I give that a 3.5, while Identity gets a 4 out of 5. And I go with Identity as the better movie.
Ooh, yeah, man. I think
Nice.
that's good. That's a good rating there, Brett. Man, I like your pick there. Uh, yeah, I really do enjoy both of these movies. I think, like I said, like we talked about it, High Tension, super suspenseful, it's super gory. It came out before this came out, like you said, for the time, Chris. This thing is super, like for the time, super gory. It came out before Saw and Hostel and all those other like torture porn movies.
Oh,
And
it did. Good point.
it did. Yeah, it really kind of set that ball rolling. And
3.75 for High Tension.
oh, now you're talking.
Yeah, easy on that
I-
coat, buddy. I know it's full of Jack Daniels.
I enjoy the heck out of it. I think it's great. Ultimately, I pick Raising Arizona here. I think it's the best.
Yeah,
Oh, good lord.
for the win.
That movie is
Fuck
forever
yeah, dude.
banned on this channel.
No. But I think it's great. It's scary. The killer is good. The killer's underrated. Nobody ever talks about the freaking psycho, like the alter ego of the girl from High Tension, but like super freaking freaky. Identity, I just think Identity is more of a fun movie. Like I just it's more enjoyable to watch. The cast, the ensemble is there. There's more interaction. There's more dialogue. There's more going on. So High Tension might be like a more kind of like creative, like independent, stylistic movie. But I just enjoy watching Identity more. It's just more fun. And I really like the cast. Overall, I would still give both these movies a 4. Like they're both
nice.
They're both sitting at that 4 out of 5 range. But just for sake of rewatchability, I'm going to go with Identity.
Hell yeah, dude. You can't go wrong with that. And of course, guys, we want to hear from you guys. And what did you all think about High Tension and Identity? And which one you think is better? Let us know in that comment section down below. While also tomorrow, I will post that poll. So you can go on our Facebook or our YouTube community tab to place your all's vote to think of which movie is the best. So we can have an official winner on that. Because again, all of our winners are decided by you,
Soldier Boy.
Close this thing down. Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Okay.
Flamethrower's got the I'm sorry, Gory's got the Al Snow song in his head. Or are you talking about the other one that Bert was singing? Either way, that's a win. You're good to go for the weekend, my friend.
Okay, anyways. But I think it's time for us to spin the wheel of Slash.
The Will of the Future?
Yeah, so Brad, before I pull this up, do you want to explain? Or actually, I'm going to pull up the wheel. You explain the wheel, and if there's a little detail, I can clear that up, and then we'll freaking spin this bad boy. And then we'll actually, on Chris's count of 3, then we'll spin the wheel. So, all right, let me go ahead and get this wheel pulled up here.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Well, that's not the wheel. This is the wheel.
So he's pulled it up. What it is we like he said, we've compiled a big ass list of matchups. Like there's like 135 of these sons of bitches. And like they're going to continue to grow as movies come out. They're obviously going to still going to continue to grow, and we're going to keep coming up with good ideas. So just to keep it simple, we didn't want to overload the wheel and make it just chaos. So we each picked 6 matchups essentially. We each picked like 5 matchups that we came up with, and then we each picked one that you guys have provided for us. And we put it on here, and we're going to spin this bitch sideways, and we're going to stick it straight up your candy ass. But then after it comes out, we're going to pick one of these movies that it lands on, and we're going to see what next week's freaking episode's going to be about, which matchup we're going to be talking about. We got some good ones on here, as you can see.
Yes, and for the 3 that we've picked that you all have suggested, if it lands on your matchup, not only are we going to be doing the matchup, but you also get the privilege, if you're comfortable enough with it, to be a special guest, just because that is your pick, and we need to hear your all's perspective on your all's picks as well.
Throw it out there.
All right, so Chris, on the count of 3, I will hit the button and we'll spin the wheel.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, spin. Yeah!
Can we get the Booker T song? Can we get the Booker T song?
Oh, no!
Sacred Deer!
Yeah!
Yeah, that's my matchup. A24 gold. You both are gonna fucking hate these movies.
Oh my god, we were so close to
I'm the king.
Oh, we were so close to Conjuring.
Yeah, great success.
We'll go to the 24.
Okay, guys.
I've actually been looking forward to seeing both of these movies, so I'm excited about it.
Oh man, so that's our official matchup for next week. It's going to be Sacred Deer going 1-on-1 against It Comes at Night.
But the
Don't
full
we all?
title, of course,
Never during the daytime.
The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Oh my gosh! So
Oh,
I can't
cannot
believe it.
wait
Not only
to
that, we almost landed on Jennifer's Body versus Ginger Snaps because I've been begging Brad to freaking rewatch Jennifer's Body. So
yeah, I'm
damn.
kind of glad we didn't land on.
Yeah.
For next week's episode, can we get Booker T's song to play when we spin the wheel?
Dude, I'll find a way.
I want to
spin a Rooney.
spin me right round.
Yeah, that'll work too.
We'll freaking just come up with all kinds of songs and we'll freaking get that some bitch rolling. So
Hey man,
again,
what is that tab you have saved there? Where it says Spider-Man. What is that? Spider-Man Fists? Someone has Spider-Man? The Great Fister? Man, you got to clear this thing out before you go to spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to the matchup. Like even though we had A24 last week, I'm good for it again. And both of these movies I've been looking forward to seeing, and yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to.
Now this is also, I mean, I can't wait to hear Birdie's thoughts on The Killing of a Sacred Deer. You're in for such a treat. Oh, I wish.
What the hell are y'all getting me to watch these days? Can we just do something normal?
It Comes at Night.
No. Now I think that you both will really like It Comes at Night. It's very good. I mean, they're honestly, for me, they're both very good. I love the hell out of both of them. That's why I put them in there. But they're different for sure.
All right,
we should do a It Comes at Night spinoff with Pennywise where he does come at night. Okay, no, we should not do that. Actually, okay,
no.
That's when you know that we've overstayed our welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's freaking go ahead and close that out. Again, next week you could expect Sacred Deer versus It Comes at Night. Is that correct? Because I just asked for a split second, forgot those movies already.
It Comes at Night, not I Come at Night.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Yeah, okay.
It Comes at Night. We don't want that freaking my OnlyFans page video. But anyways,
that's a different category.
Yeah, we don't want to get into that category. But guys, that is it for this particular episode. Again, we want to hear your all's thoughts. If you have suggestions on matchups, we would love to hear it all in that comment section. And again, on Facebook and YouTube community tab, pay attention tomorrow. So you all will have 2 days to vote on that poll of which movie is the best. And then Brad, where can they freaking find Good Will Hunting for all the updates?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd. The other two have been canceled, actually, for the time being, just for a little bit.
Well, you can still visit them for our previously old episodes too, so they'll still be there if you want to check those out. But yeah, we put it on hiatus for the moment, so until we could come up with a better plan. And
which we have one in the works, sort of, but we're early in the process, so
yeah,
it's cool.
Just like Joel and B, trust the process. And how can you trust that process? Be sure to like this video, share, and subscribe. And of course, Chris, what can they do to that bell?
Ring, ding, ding, ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Damn right. And if that is what that really sounds like, that's amore. So anyways, hit that damn bell so you all can get notified when those next set of videos and live streams are up and running. And also, we are 25 subscribers away from 666. And the benefit you all get for 666 is we'll summon baby Damien from the grave and also host a trivia night too, where it'll be freaking Good Will Hunting and Flopbusters going against the team of the Final Ghouls. The Final Ghouls. So we're excited to see that matchup. So get us to 666 in order to get that live stream.
Yes, we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely. So until then, guys, we're going to bounce on out of here, and we appreciate you guys for chilling in the chat, and we will see you next week.
Chilling like a villain.
Keep your skirts on.